MCC immediately notified the SABC on the 4th of May 2022 regarding concerns relating to the petrol smell.
Tiphatsimandla te-G4S lephethe elijele liseMangaung tivele ePhalamende ngaphasi kwelikomiti lelibuke kusebenta kwetikhungo tekufinyeleliswa kwesimilo.
They are actually attacking the political decision, not the implementation decision. And they do so prematurely and without the facts.
Ummeli lomele indvuna yelitiko letasekhaya utshele inkantolo ukuthi lokuphikisana nekhociswa kwetimvumo nebeke kwetimvumo tekuba kuleli kwebantfu baseZimbabwe embi kwelibhentshi lenkantolo leligcwele akusiko ukuthi kwephule komthetho ekusebenteleni etikwa lesinqumo lesisithetfwe.
Premier League is also one of the greatest challenges in world football because it's tough week in, week out, and those challenges have obviously taken us to a place where we don't want to be as Chelsea Football Club.
Kutawusephuka tidzinzi kumdlalo we-UEFA Champions League ngesikhathi iReal Madrid leyephumelele lendzebe emahlandla la-14 ivakashela iChelsea eSantiago Bernabeu. Asikubingelele sikwamukele etindzabeni tesiSwati hlala nathi sikuphakele tona ngebunjalo bato.
Sahau ubatla Tindzaba kanilimi lahao indaba ze-SABC umthombo othembekileyo wendaba kuwe izindaba ze-SABC okuyizindaba ongezethemba seziyatholakala ku-digital terrestrial television eyaziwa nge-DTT kanye naku-SABC Plus ka gore re kwešiša ka kudu-kudu ditaba tšeo di lego bohlokwa go wena. Fumana ditaba tsa matšhabeng ka leleme la hao. SABC lentswe la hao re ikemetse ha re kgethe mphukapela.
Inkantolo lephakeme letinde eMpumalanga edolobheni laseMbombela seyikhetse khocisa ingcenye yemacala nobelebekabekwe basolwa labathathu lekufaka ekhatsi kuthumba babulale Hillary Gadi. Lokhu kwendeke ngemva kokuthi umshushisi wembuso utshele inkantolo ukuthi ifakazi wembuso akatfolakali. Tiphatsimandla te-G4S lephethe lijele liseMangaung tivele ePhalamende ngaphasi kwelikomiti lelibuke kusebenta kwetikhungo tekufinyeleliswa kwesimilo. Letikhulu te-G4S tivete ukuthi mhla titimbili ngenyanga yeNdlovana lomnyaka lophelile i-G4S yatiswa ngetinsolo letithi kungahle kube nemuntu loweca ijele iMangaung ngesikhathi kuchubuka umlilo.
MCC immediately notified the SABC on the 4th of May 2022 regarding concerns relating to the petrol smell. This is something of concern to us. We felt that this is not something normally associated with a suicide, and we immediately drew the attention of SABC to this fact. From the outset and throughout, MCC and G4S have cooperated fully with the authorities. MCC and G4S also ensured that the authorities had full access to information. G4S acted immediately to investigate the incident. As I mentioned before, our investigation started on the morning of the incident, 3rd of May 2022, and we moved quickly to suspend the employees who had not followed our very clear policies and procedures. And the first suspension started 3 days, on the 6th of June 2022. On that same day, we notified the DCS of the suspension. We also notified JICS of the suspension on the 3rd of August 2022. Neither G4S nor MCC have made any findings or statements regarding the identity of the body, as this is the sole responsibility of the authorities. On the 2nd of February 2023, G4S was informed by JICS of a possible escape. And as I mentioned, this was the first time that we were shown the DNA report, a report that was dated mid-2022. G4S and MCC welcome the opportunity to present to this committee today. Honourable Chair, without a summons, as I mentioned at the start, we would have broken the law by sharing this information with you today. As Mr. Munyanti said during his presentation, MCC has been one of the most secure correctional centres in South Africa over the past 22 years. 1st of July this year is the 22nd anniversary of the facility. It continues to be a well-run correctional centre, as is reflected in the JICS reports and the other reports that have flowed from oversight entities. It operates under the daily control, I don't want to say control, but the daily presence of DCS and JICS officials present at the facility. Lastly, I'd like to say, Honourable Chair and Honourable Committee members, we take this opportunity to express our deepest sympathy with the victims of Thabo Bester and with their families.
Live leTanzania nemaphoyisa kuleli bayakhulumisana eDar es Salaam ngekulanza kwekulethwa kuleli kwemdlenguli nembulali Thabo Bester kulandzela kuboshwa kwakhe. Bester weca ejele lakuleli nyakenye ngemva kokuthi ende kwangathi ufele lapho abegcinwe khona.
WaseTanzania uthi kusakacaca ukuthi lithimba letekivikeleka lakuleli litawujika neThabo Bester nesingani sakhe nandiphi uMagudumana lapho boshwe kwembala sondvo lengcile. Labo lababili bobanjwe enyakatho eTanzania edolobheni lase-Arusha nesakhamuthi saseMozambique lesatiwa ngaZakaria Alberto. Amaphoyisa akholela ukuthi labo labathathu bebahlela kubalekela eKenya. Bester wetiwa ngemdlongulwa kuFacebook njengoba bekasebenzisa yona le ndlela yokuxhumana kuheha abantu lagcina abadlwengulile. Bekasola egcwele itiganga kusukela abaleka ejele emva kokuthi endeshe ngathi ufele ngekhathi ejele ngekuthi ashise ngemlilo lendzawo abegcine kuyo. Luphenyo lwathola ukuthi lesidumbu besingasiso sakhe. Tati temthetho temhlaba nyalo tizama kuthola indlela temthetho letingito kubuyisa Bester nemlingano wakhe kuleli. Tati temthetho netebugebengu utawukhetha emkhatsini kwehlelo ukuthi kukhulunyiswane kuvunyelwana ngokuthi Tanzania ibanikele kube mthetho bakuleli noma ke iTanzania ibalethe kuleli njengabantu labakulela live ngalokungekho emthethweni. Kepha lolu hlelo lokuqala lesilubali lunetinqabekelo netinyendi. Ngekusho kwembiko yamaphoyisa labo labathathu kulindeleke ukuthi basuswe Arusha bamikiswe eDar es Salaam kuleli viki. Kepha lokusakatiwa ukuthi kutawenzeka nini. Kulungiselelwa kulethwa kwabo kuleli kutobukana nesala semthetho nako kusakatiwa.
Kuqhubekisa embili ngendzaba yaBester nekubuyiswa kwakhe kuleli etindlini tekusakata sina Sophie Mkwena longumhleli wetindzaba tangaphandle SABC. Memkwena asikwamukele sikubingelele etindzabeni tesiSwati la TTT.
Ngiyabonga.
Kubuka kabanti metitsini kwamanje ke tinhlelo kuleli dzaba laBester.
Engikwaziyo ukuthi abantu baseNingizimu Afrika kufaka amaphoyisa loyo oyisekela lo commissioner wamaphoyisa eNingizimu Afrika nabanye abahambe naye bahlangene nalabo abaphethe umthetho eTanzania eDar es Salaam ngomva kokuthi baye eArusha ngomsombuluko babuyeke izolo ngolesibili kuthanga ngolesibili baye entweni eDar es Salaam. Manje ke kusaxoxiswana ngokuthi kungenzwa kanjani, kodwa ke ngize ngaba nenhlanhla yokuthi ngikhulumisane nomunye abantu abasebenza kwindaba zangaphandle eNingizimu Afrika ongitshele ukuthi ngempela babheke ukuthi uThabo Bester uzafika eNingizimu Afrika kusasa, kodwa asazi ukuthi uzofika ekuseni noma uzofika emini noma uzofika entambama. Ngakho ke indaba esibhekile manje kusuka leTanzania labo abasebenza nathi eTanzania bazama ukuthola umbiko o bathole information ukuthi uzosuke laphi ngesikhathi bani, kodwa kunzima ngoba mabakhulumisana namaphoyisa eDar es Salaam amaphoyisa akhuluma ukuthi angeke bona bakhulume njengeTanzania. iNingizimu Afrika yiyo efanele iphume ngalowo mbiko ngoba iInterpol yiyo esebenzana nalolu daba. Ngakho ke sizozama ke ngeke ngakhuluma namaphoyisa eNingizimu Afrika bangitshela ukuthi bazokhipha istatement namhlanje ntambama. Ngakho ke sesilinde ukuzwa ukuthi loyo mbiko uzothini, mhlambe bazosipha ulwazi ukuthi bazowenza njani, kodwa bashulo ukuthi bazobe bakhuluma ngezindaba zaseTanzania ukuthi bahambe kanjani.
Uthinza indzaba yokuthi kungahle kwendeke vele njengoba usho ukuthi ukhulumile nalabanye ukuthi kusasa utawutseleka la kuleli live lokusho ukuthi award net ukuthi tawufika sikhatsini ngasikhathi bani emini ntsambama noma njani. Kuyawendakalani uma sekafikile elangeni lakusasa la eNingizimu Afrika?
Angazi ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani, kodwa ke ngoba isiboshwa bese gwetshiwe bazomthatha bambisele ejele, kodwa asazi liphi ijele ngoba uyambona ukuthi uyakwazi ukubaleka. Angikholwa ukuthi bazombisela laba kakhona ngoba abanye abantu basesike khona lapho abamaziyo. uyazi nalelo jele ngakho ke asazi ukuthi bazomhambisa bambeke kuphi kodwa iqiniso ukuthi iqala lakhe lise Free State ubaleke eFree State ejele ngakho ke ufanele ukuthi avele enkantolo eFree State manje Bloemfontein inamajele amabili amakhulu mhlambe bazomhambisa bamuse kwelinye ijele or bazomisa ejeleni elincane kodwa ke lizagadwa asazi mhlambe bazomse Eastern Cape ngoba kuseduze mhlambe bazombamba la eGoli bamhambisa omakahamba yovela enkantolo eFree State asinalwazi lokuthi bazwenzani kodwa angeke angikholwa ukuthi bazombisela laba kakhona
khona akakaboshwa yedwa Thabo Bester ikakhulu kade eTanzania uboshwe nalona beyangumlingani wakhe Dr Nandipha Magudumane ingabe yena likusasa lakhe lime kuphi
ngicabanga ukuthi uzobuya naye ngoba mawubheka mabangena eTanzania bebengaphathanga amaphepha wemvumo wokungena eTanzania ngakho ke kulula ukuthi umbuyisele emuva umuntu makangene ezweni lakho angaphathanga amaphepha wemvumo inkinga ilona waseMozambique uma ingabe ngempela waseMozambique ngoba uyabona labantu bebephethe fraudulent passports siyazi ngani ukuthi na yena lo akabuye eMozambique ubuye eZimbabwe or eMalawi or khona la eNingizimu Afrika or khona lapha eTanzania kodwa usebenzisa ipassport error ngakho ngoba abakhulumi ukuthi uma bakhulumisana ingxoxo zihamba kanjani asazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngalo kodwa ke uma ingabe uyaxhomana neNingizimu Afrika bazobabuyisa bobathathu kodwa kaningi sikhuluma ngalo ngoba uye omkhulu ezindabeni uye oqalele inkinga ezikhona esibhekane nazo kulandele ke lo mngani wakhe ngoba bebesebenzisana ngalento yokuthi aphume ejele umsizile sibonile ubaba wentombazana umama lo udokotela uvele enkantolo ngakho ke kusho ukuthi ke bebesebenzisana
kuthiwa emakhamera lapho bekagcinwe khona Thabo Bester ngaphambi kokuthi ece abengasebenzi kanti ke sekutholakala ukuthi mhlambe sekunelicala futhi lekubulala leselivuliwe ingabe mhlambe emajele ethu abanayo mhlambe lobo bulungiswa kubantu noma kubonakala kwangazuthi
ayantenga into ebhlungu ukuthi lena ijele ye private abantu bathola imali benza business ayifane nokuthi ifacility ye government igovernment ngesinye isikhathi ayazi ukuthi ilungise kuphi yeke kuphi laba benza imali le company yase London inamajele nabo America nakuphi banemali benza imali Ningizimu Afrika khona abantu abahlanganyele nenabo kule company benza imali kungani bangayenzanga ukuthi ijele lele liphephile basebenzisa yonke into esiza ngokuphepha uma ufika nje into yokuqala nje ama-camera wasebenzi kanjani ejele uyazi ukuthi uhleli neziboshwa kanjani ngakho ke kungakho abanye abantu bathu mayimiswe le contract abazange bacomply ne specifications se contract ngoba I contract yasho ukuthi fanele iphephe ijele ziningi nje izinto uma ulalela lapha eParliament ebezingahambi ngendlela uphethe icomputer yakhe private uyithatha phi icomputer private uma ufunda ejele fanele uthole icomputer ejele bayakunikeza icomputer ngakho ke ziningi izinto nje ebezingahambi kahle
Mesofi asibonga kakhulu isikhathi sakho lesipersona la Tindzaba tesiSwati
ngiyabonga
besikhulumisana ke naye la Mesofi Mkwena lo ngumhleli weTindzaba temava ngaphandle la SABC kanti ke sisekuyo leya Bester elayinini sinesadi setemthetho lesitasilandzisa kabandi ukuthi indzaba ya Bester njengoba esenje ngokwemthetho itakwentiwa njani sikubingelele sikwamukele jamba neNdzaba tesiSwati la ku DTT
ngiyabusela nalapho sakade undiza upinyele khona eNingizimu Afrika nangale ukuthi lwanje nangakufinyelela
naku kuthiwa akutse Madvute uyabuya Bester ungatshela unebuchazelo umbukeli ukuthi ngokwemthetho kuya embili kusuka la ukuthi awuthiwani
ngokwemthetho utawukhumbula ukuthi njengoba aboshwe eveni langaphandle kungasilo eNingizimu Afrika kuqala kukhona le 670 sawo sikubitha ukuthi it's an extradition indlela lefuna ilandzelwe ukuthi acelwe kuba seTanzania abuye nganena eNingizimu Afrika. Silandza indlela letimbili extradition nalesibita Interpol. Interpol ifaka amave onke kodwa lawo mave lawo ayahlangana sikubite ukuthi ajoinile sikubita ukuthi treaty uvisisana nikubambisana kwemave onke la khona ngabe kuse South Africa ngabe kuse Africa ngabe ngumshiyalo ya so ke sekukhona lokho kukhulunyiswana lokho ukwaveta omnumzane obabe ulamula ukuthi siyebo vele sinayo budlelwano lokuthile nelive laseTanzania so ngako bathumela delegation yaseNingizimu Afrika ukuthi iye ngale eTanzania ngiyokhulumisana nabo indlela yokuthi ufika kanjani nganeno kodwa ke udokhumula mhlambe ukuthi akusinto lethu avele yendeke kukhona kuba khona lokuthithela kufuna ukulandela indlela temthetho ngoba uphumlo wokuqala batholakale eveni laseTanzania okungekho emthethweni lokusho ukuthi kwabona lokho kuliqala eveni laseTanzania so iTanzania itafuna kubuka lokho ukuthi yona ikwenda njani ngabe itafuna ukuthi mhlambe bahlale bagwetshwe basesengale eNingizimu Afrika sebaqedile ngilo etodlela lethu temthetho lokufuna ilungiseke kulamave omabili ngoba nabo bende licala lesithide utholakala eveni labo nasebabuya eNingizimu Afrika yini ekufanele kwende eNingizimu Afrika South African Police nangabe mhlambe indlela yikuda ngoba ngicabanga ukuthi ngiyo labangayisebenzisa lolulwane ukuthi mhlambe behle eOR Tambo Airport nabaqhamuka nabo eveni laseTanzania nabafika eNingizimu Afrika South African Police kufuna ibabophe labe kunene nayibabopha labe kunene ibabeka amaqala latsite qala lengabekwa mhlambe bayifake kuqala kungaba ngesekubita ukuthi ubalenge noma weqe esikhungweni te-correctional service ngiyoqala leqala mhlambe lebangambeka lona ngoba yena ngesingayi usesengaphansi kwe-correctional service kodwa ngoba sobalekile lesibili mhlambe bangambeka iqala lekubulala lingaba iqala lekubulala ngenhloso noma lingabi ngenhloso kodwa ukhumbula kuma-cells labe kakhona khona uvangale ukuthi kunalothito lotholakala esafile noma kusengacaci kahle ukuthi ufenzani lowe kunene ngabe ufela kuma-cells noma njani ngaba mhlawumbe aphinde bambeke iqala lekuthi ushise noma lesibito se-damage to property ushise mhlambe iproperty yembuso then iqala lelinye lowe kunene la ngaphindze ahle abeke lona kuyavakala ukuthi batholakale nema-document lathide ama-passport lanemagama lathide ebanetwa konke lokho lesikhuluma ngako nyaka ngesikuqinisekise ukuthi ngiko yini kodwa ngito ukuthi ndomaqala la ngahle abeke wona lawo nekuthi kutawufuneka kutholakale ukuthi uphume njani eNingizimu Afrika ngelinye icala lenga-edeka lawo so amaqala la nga-edeka kulowe kunene angaba maningane kodwa step sekuqala ngilokuthi nakafika e-airport asuma ukuthi uyowehlela khona ukuthi bambophe bambeke lawo maqala lawo
ukhuluma ngendzaba yekuboshwa kwakhe angeke yini mhlambe lenkampani G4S yethweswe-ke luhlobo lelitsite lwemacala kuloko ngaphandle kakhulukati kwalokuboshwa kwesisebenzisayo saphambilini
ingahle kodwa khumbule ukuthi kukhona mhlambe lokubalulekile lefuna singabalekeli lokho i-company GS ine-contract ne-correctional service dokhumbula ukuthi i-company GS i-company leyatiwa kakhulu inemajele mhlambe la eAfrika nasemshiyalo ya mhlambe kungabi safe kwalawo majele lawo ngezinye indlela yini isinqumo sekuqala lebangasenza seNingizimu Afrika kubuketa i-contract lebanayo nabo ukuthi abakaphuli yini inhlelo letithide noma imibandela lethide lapha kuleyo contract leyo nangabe i-correctional service wathi kunemibandela lethide lephukile contract sinqumo sekuqala bangasenda ukuthi bakhansele noma baterminate leyo contract leyo between iNingizimu Afrika noma i-correctional service ne-GS ngisho sinyathelo sekuqala bangasenda leso kwesibili utokhumbula ukuthi i-company ifola under lesibito se-Companies Act lona ifola se-Companies Act kuba nebantu labathide mhlambe labaphethe leyo company kodwa-ke angeke uthi ubopha i-company kodwa senfusesanjwe washilo kukhansela i-contract kwesibili bangakwenda kuya kuma-individuals labo mhlambe lesiphathi nakwenziwa liphenyo lethu sithole ukuthi bagangile igama lekhampani thina sibopha lo muntu ikhampani yona eceleni tabe seyidila ngaleyo muntu loyo kuyenteka ke esikhathini esiningi sine simbophe lo muntu mhlambe nesicala siye siluwine ku-criminal court noma ke angithi mhlambe icala sihamba nalo yaliluza ku-criminal court ikhampani leyo isenawo manje ekwenza lesikubiza ukuthi ngama-disciplinary proceedings within yona noma sinecala siluzile ku-criminal court kodwa bona bangamthola umcashi wabo anecala mhlambe lo kwenziwa ngaphakathi kwesikubiza sema-internal investigation ekhampani.
Advocate, kubukeka kwangathi-ke umthetho kuleli awunamatinyo ngiyacabanga ayashoda kancane nemajele akuleli ayavuda. Uma ubuka ngekwakho advocate ngabe ilahleke kuphi?
Utolo lukhulu kakhulu songibuta wona kodwa mhlambe ngoba songibutile kufanele ngiphendule ngewami umbono kunalesi gama lesibenziswayo lesingisi kuthiwa there is no political will eNingizimu Afrika. Kude ukuthi mhlambe kwesopolitiki nabo vele bafuna ukuthi umthetho waseNingizimu Afrika ugcine. Ngicabanga ukuthi sinawo ama-policies lakhona, ngicabanga ukuthi sinayo yonke imithetho eNingizimu Afrika lekhona. Nangabe kungaba khona i-political will kulesibiza nama-politician ethu, ngicabanga ukuthi into ingahamba kahle. Kungako mhlambe ngaphandle labanye baze basibize ngemagama ukuthi siyi-banana republic ngoba eNingizimu Afrika indawo lapho noma ngabe ngibani nakafuna kutotanasa khona yethu eNingizimu Afrika adanase nasaqedile ukudanasa athi jikele athi biyele eveni lakhe kude utowendeka. Utokhumbula ukuthi mhlambe sikhuluma ngabhasta manje bakhona labawendile ngaphambilini, ukhona umnumzane Bushiri solafika khona ukumletha nanamhla nalokho kodwa eNingizimu Afrika uhambe netizumbulu temali kodwa ukuthi kwendekani mhlambe umhlahlandlela awukho. So kungase kwenteke bhasta amathuba ukuthi sibiye naye maningi kodwa-ke nawukhompara lababili ngibani ogane kakhulu ngibani lahambe netizumbulu temali. Kungako mhlambe labanye bese bathi eNingizimu Afrika kuyabukeka nangabe unganamali kuyenteka ukuthi umthetho lapho kuwo utawubonakala uqinisa sandla kodwa kulabo labanemali umthetho awubonakala uqinisa sandla kubo.
Advocate, sibonge kakhulu isikhathi sakho losiphe sona Tindzabeni tesiSwati. Ngu-Advocate Jambane lebesixoxisana naye sibuka-ke la ikakhulukati lidzaba lakhe la eThabo Bester lokunguye londzaba mlonyeni ikakhulukati kulelive iNingizimu Afrika. Ummeli lomele indvuna yelitiko letasemakhaya utshele inkantolo ukuthi lokuphikisana nekhociswa kwetimvumo tekuba kuleli kwebantfu baseZimbabwe embi kwelibhentshi lenkantolo leligcwele akusikuthi kwephuleka komthetho ekusebenteleni tikwalesinqumo lesisithetho. Lokhu kwenteka njengoba lolu hlelo lwekhocisa letimvume lusachubeka.
Inhlangano iHelen Suzman Foundation nalabanye lababili bafaka isicelo badonsele indvuna enkantolo ngekufuna ukuthi lesinqumo sayo sicalule njalo singehambisani nomthethosisekelo lesingekho emthethweni ngakho asibekelwe eceleni. Inhlangano yesinqumo sakhocisa letimvume tekuba kuleli kwabantu baseZimbabwe kufanele sifinyelwe emva endvuneni ukuthi isibukisise kabusha kulandela ihlelo olungilo olungathathi ihlangothi. Kepha ummeli wendvuna usivikele lesinqumo sabo.
They attack, without doing so overtly, they are actually attacking the political decision, not the implementation decision. And they do so prematurely and without the facts. And the court doesn't have the facts to consider an attack on the implementation for a number of reasons, which I'm going to address. But one of them is, of course, the implementation is still ongoing. The implementation of the minister's decision of September 2021 only comes to an end on the facts that we have at the moment on 30 June. And we're arguing this case in April. It hasn't yet come to an end, the implementation.
Sesikhashana lolu dzaba lukhulunyiswa kanti-ke kwangathi iyewulala ibonene.
Inkantolo lephakeme yaseGauteng letinde ePitoli seyikhiphe ngelifastelo kanye netindleko sicelo-ke lebesifakwe iTshwane Multi-Party Coalition sekumisa somlomo wemkhandlu Mncedi Nzwanana. Lesicelo sicithwe ngemva kokuthi Nzwanana atshele inkantolo ukuthi kulungelo lakhe leliphelele ukuthi abe ngusihlalo wemkhandlu lebe uhlalele kumcitha esikhundleni nekuthi-ke lolubumbano lwetinhlangano tepolitiki alunambanzela wemthetho longamisa yena Nzwanana.
Official notice.
Sicithwe ngelifastelo netindleko tazo sicelo sokufuna ukukhipha somlomo wamasipala weTshwane esihlalweni sakhe. Letinhlangano letibuswa ngokuhlanganyela tiye inkantolo lephakeme itolo yasePitoli. kuyofaka isicelo sokutama ukuvimbela somlomo wamasipala kuthi angakhona ukuvimbela kuhlala kwemkhandlu obekahlose ukuphakamisa isishukumiso sokungamethembi. Lokhu kuthi ngemuva kwemitamo yokukhipha somlomo esihlalweni sakhe kumhlangano womkhandlu wabita ngolona ngumphathi walo masipala Johan Metler. Nzawanana wathi icitha leti shukumiso tokufuna kumkhipha esihlalweni.
It is important to note that since this petition and motion were received, there has been some development in that. There has been a resignation of Councillor Becker and a vacancy has been declared. And there is a question about the validity of and standing of his signature on the petition. And by extension, the minimum threshold required for the petition as contemplated by Section 29(1) of the Municipality Structures Act as amended.
Kusangacaci ukuthi ngabe yini letawulandzela kulo masipala lomkhulu.
Uma sibuya ititolo lowengameleli ibhange ngodlala kuleli leseshahanyako uthi kungendeka umnotho wemave lasafufutha kukhonakale kulawuleka kepha angeke kube lula. Asikwemukele mbukele Tindzabeni nobeke tesiSwati kusigaba ke sesibili asichubeke naDom. Kubuka kabandi ikakhulukati lidzabakele lihamba embili kushoneke bantfu labatsaba besithupha kutfola kabandi kutsi ngabe kwendakalani kunasi isigaba samukela ke yena la Vanessa Puna, can you please elaborate to us what's happening?
Yes, at the moment I can tell you that the community here
kubuka kwangathi asikhona ukumtfola kahle la yena ke la Vanessa Puna kepha ke besina kubukana leli dzaba ikakhulukati lekushona kwebantfu labathi ababeke la sithupha njengoba kunengoti lekhona kepha ke sichubeke nato Tindzaba ngicabanga sitawubuya simtfole yena Vanessa Puna la iJeffreys Bay eMpumalanga Kapa ayikathumi njengekuba nemagagasi lahamba embili emhlabeni kepha ibuye ibeke lidolobha lekucala eAfrika lelakha umgwaco ngemaplastiki lavuselelwako lo mgwaco soloke uyachubeka nekwenda umsebenzi wawo kusukela wakhiwa iminyakeni lemine leyengcile. Indvuna yetekuthutsa kuleli sindiswe Chikunga ivete ukuthi tingahle tibe tisetulu tibalo tebantfu labashoneleke emgwacweni yakuleli kulama holiday passik lesi siphumo nobekele siphuma kuwo nakucathaniswa ikakhulukati nalomnyaka lophelile kubuka kabandi ukuthi ngabe sifunza eMpumalanga sisebente njani kugwema tingoti emgwacweni walesifunza eMpumalanga samukela litiko ke la letekuphepha nekuvikeleka kwemphakathi kulesifunza ke la eMpumalanga Mweti Musi asikubingelele sikwamukele Tindzabeni tesiSwati la ku DTT. Kanti ke asigijime ke mbukeli sibuyele kuye ke la Vanessa njengoba besibuka ke la nalidzaba lekushona kwebantfu labatsaba besithupha lebashonekela Ocean View. Vanessa, can you please elaborate to us what's happening lately?
Yes, I can tell you at this hour that forensic or pathology vans have arrived here at the scene in Neptune Street in Ocean View. This, of course, once the crime scene detectives and crime scene operations have been completed. The house behind me is the house where, according to the police's anti-gang unit, a vehicle pulled up this morning just before 11 o'clock, and the occupants then made their way inside the house, shooting 6 people inside. We understand from police that 5 men died on the scene. Another died after being taken to hospital. Now, I can tell you that you'll see that the police cordons are still up around this vicinity. And of course, the people that you see here are neighbors as well as members of the community that had heard about the shooting. We spoke to some of them just now, and many of them telling us that they are shocked to their core because of what happened. Not that gang or gun violence is something new to Ocean View, but it's the first time that they've seen or heard of a mass killing to this extent, 6 people having been gunned down in one fell swoop this morning. We also understand from members of the community that at the time of the shooting, this area experienced load shedding, so it's uncertain at this stage whether or not there would be any, for example, CCTV footage that could identify the alleged perpetrators. At this stage, we are going to make our way down to the local police station in just a bit, because at the moment there is no police spokesperson on the scene. The information I've given you came from the provincial office, of course, telling us that the anti-gang unit are indeed investigating this case, which does then at this point raise questions on whether or not this indeed could be a gang-related shooting. By speaking to members of the community and neighbours, many of them telling us that the young people living or that were inside this house were not indeed affiliated to gangs. Of course, that will form part of the investigation with regards to the motive of this incident.
Vanessa, do you know perhaps what's the motive behind the shooting? Besibukaya nobekela litsaba lekututshulwa kwebantu kakhulukazi labasithupha e-Ocean View lekusolakala ukuthi ngabe lihlobene kakhulukazi nemagenge ladubulanako njengoba kuyinto lebonakala ngathi ihlale yendeka ikakhulukazi khona ngaleke la e-Ocean View. Kepha ke sichubeke ikakhulukazi indvuna yetekuthutha kuleli sindisiwe Chikunga ivete ukuthi tingahleketi besetulu ke tibalo ikakhulukazi tebantu lebashoneleke emgwaqweni yakuleli kulama holiday liphasika. Kanzike ngolelo muhle asisiyeke ititolo sitawuthi masibuya sichubeke nato tindzaba tethu. Indvuna yetekuthutha kuleli sindisiwe Chikunga ivete ukuthi tingahle tibe setulu tibalo tebantu labashonele emgwaqweni yakuleli kulama holiday liphasika lesiphuma kuwo nakucathaniswa nalomnyaka lophelile. Kubuka kabandi ukuthi ngabe sifundza impumalanga sisebenze njani kugwema tingoti emgwaqweni yakule sifundza. Samukela lokhulumela ke litiko letekuphepha nekuvikeleka kwemphakathi empumalanga Mueti Musi. Musi asikubingelele sikwamukele tindzabeni tesiSwati la ku DTT.
Sonke kakhulu ikuphinyelele nababukeli be-DTT ntambama nje.
Ingabe nisebenze njani nilitiko emgwaqweni yakule sifundza kulama holiday liphasika?
Lesingakutsho ukuthi ukusebenza kwethu MEC babevuthiswe ngokuthokotele kakhulu ngani ngoba kubona kwangathi kusebenzeke kahle kakhulu nalokhu iphatho kwabashayeli bekulisezingeni elisetulu kakhulu. Kodwa ukhumbula ukuthi kulomnyaka lodlule ngalesikhathi lesi kwakushone abantu abayi-23 kodwa ke kulomnyaka lokho imibiko yesikhashana ikhombisa ukuthi itipilo leseklasikile emigwaqweni cishe 17. Kulomnyaka lophile ngalesikhathi lesi ngalama-Easter besina ama-fatal crisis kusho ukuthi ngama-fatal crisis ukuthi la kushone abantu khona ekubese ukuthi kube khona leto tingoti ngalesi sikhathi be-2018 kulomnyaka lo lama-crisis lanjalo ayi-15 kuphela. So siyacabanga ukuthi although ukulahleka kwemiphefumulo yabantu akusinto lesithokotelako kodwa-ke lokhu netigaba ukuthi kwamanje kuyabonakala ukuthi mahlelo labekade siwafake ukuthi sisawasebenzisa kugwema tingoti nokuthi abantu balandele lomthetho kubona kwangathi asebenzile.
Singalinzela ini etibalweni talabashonile ikakhulukazi emgwaqweni nakucathaniswa neminyaka lophelile Musi?
Singalinzela ukuthi empumalanga kube khona lo mehluko lokhonyana lokhombisa ukuthi kwehla ekhile kancane even in terms of lama-fatal crashes nawo kuyabonakala ukuthi ayehile kulomnyaka lo kodwa-ke lokho siyacabanga ukuthi lebe sikufake ukuthi kutawusebenza ukuthi ama-traffic officers wethu abonakale kakhulu abemanye ndana emgwaqweni nako lokho kusiphiphile kakhulu.
Ungasakhela ke sithombe ngesimo lesibe khona lobeke emahekeni akuleli pheceleti emabhoda lafaka ikhathi ilibombo neOshuku.
Utawukhumbula ukuthi sibalo sama-truck emgwaqweni sikhulile kakhulu kusukela kulomnyaka lophelile nakumanje bekushelo kunenkinga lapha elibombo yama-truck labekade amaningi. Lokho kusifakile isandla ekuthenini kutholakale kube khona ukuminyetelana kuba khona kuma-truck lamaningi ne-traffic ibe khona ne-congestion kuye kwaba njalo kakhulukazi ngalesine lesibuya kuyo nangalesikhathi ekutheni bekuselo khona kodwa-ke kuye kwaba ngcono kakhulu nalapha e-O2 bekude kunama-truck lamaningi labekatholakala ngaphaya njengoba sengishilo ukuthi kube ipopulation yama-truck ikhulile la esifundeni sethu sasempumalanga so lokho nako kusifakile isandla but then-ke kuleminye imigwaqo kunetimoto letiningana njengoba kulindelekile but then again ama-traffic officers wethu akwatile ukuthi abe maningana emgwaqweni asebenze ngokukhulu ukuginisela ukuqinisekisa ukuthi isimo siyalawuleka.
Indvuna yetekuthutsa kuleli Sindisiwe Jikunga ivete ukuthi itshwala nekushayela budlabha ngiko lokubanga tingoti letinenge emgwaqweni yakuleli ingabe nesifundza naso sikhala ngetinhlelo nobe ngetehlakalo letifana nato leti.
Kunjalo kusakati sibonile kakhulukazi la kuhlala khona abantu bakhona abantu lapha kushelwe etshwala mhla ka-10 bese kuboshwe abantu laba amashumi laba kade baboshelwa ukuthi bebashayela imoto banathile nalokho overtake lapho melanga overtake khona nakugijimisa isivinini kakhulu general speaking lokhu nje bethi kubonile kuphakathi ingoti lokhu kungalandeleli amaphutha la idiwa abashayeli imoto etihamba lokuthiwe kahle kakhulu akusika mixing akhala nemigwaqo.
Ingabe tinganani itaba lenitendako ukuqinisekisa ukuthi emaphoyisa emgwaqo ahlala khona emgwaqweni nanoma engabe kungasiwe emaholide lamakhulu njengeliphasika?
Amaphoyisa emkhathini welviki ahlala khona emgwaqweni kodwa ke lokhu sadingidwa kumanje ukuthi atholakale abakhona sonke isikhathi hayi ngama-holidays kuphela into lesakhulunywa manje umhlobisha babevusishwe ilonto elabhizi ngawo nala wonke ama-stakeholders i-consultation bevele icayisa iminyaka leminingana ledlulile phakathi kwabo nalama-trade union nato letisebenzi ukuthi batholakala bangena kwi-shift yesithathu. Siyacabanga ukuthi ethune kuathibeka leyo shift yesithathu kutawuba nemetheko lokukhulu kakhulu.
Sesiphetha nje musi ngenxa yesikhathi ingabe athini akho emave ekuvala necucutela kuphepha emgwaqweni yesifundza seMpumalanga?
Siyabacela ukuthi abashayele ngokukhulu ukucaphela ngaso sonke isikhathi hayi ngama-holidays kuphela baqinisekise futhi imoto zabo tiba-suspend isikhathi sokuba semgwaqweni bangagijimisi imoto ngezivinini esikhulu kakhulu babeketelelane futhi ngaso sonke isikhathi bakwati ukufika la bayakhona baphephile.
Asibonge kakhulu musi isikhathi sakho losiphe sona besixoxisana naye ke la Muwetimusi lokhulumela tekuphepha isifundzeni sethu seMpumalanga sibuka lidzaba ke la letingoti emgwaqweni noba nekuphepha ke emgwaqweni kula maholide lesibuya kuwo eliphasika.